Yesterday, we told you how Russell Westbrook had a procedure on his knee that could cause him to miss the first few games of the regular season. Now, Paul George had a knee scope for him in May. Andre Roberson ruptured his patella tendon back in January. Altogether, Paul George has looked really good in some of the workouts and stuff we've seen. I'm not worried about him.
Yeah.
But Russ will miss training camp and maybe a little bit of the early regular season. Roberson's still not back yet. How concerned should Thunder fans be about all that?
I don't think they should be too concerned because this isn't football where if you miss week one, that could put you in a huge hole and you won't make the playoffs or whatever. Even if it's a week, 2 weeks, we had a long season. It can come back in time. They can and it's not like it's a bunch of new faces where they got to figure out a new playbook or new chemistry. Same guys coming back, same playbook. This should be fine. Roberson is the one that, for long term, because you're wondering when is he going to be back, and when he gets back, is he going to be the same? Because that was a real serious injury. But Russ, I'm not worried about Russ.
I think I'm concerned, and this is why. I think there will be chemistry issues because think about this. When you're a guy who's the star, who's the focal point of the offense is out, all of training camp, maybe the first week of the season, possibly. Now you implement Paul George as the number one option. So they're going to surround everything around Paul George in training camp for him to be the guy. Now when Westbrook comes back, he's no longer the guy. So now you have to change everything you do and how you run your offense and defense around Russ. So, when you're doing things on the fly in the middle of the season, it can cause for struggles. So that's why I'm a little concerned because maybe they get off to a bad start. Paul George gets confident. He's the number one option. He's having an all-star year. Then all of a sudden Russ comes back and he's back to second fiddle. And so now everything changes.
I mean, it's a good point because, look, I don't know about inside the locker room. Those two in particular seem to have really good chemistry with each other, and I don't feel like they would have static between them. But there is a huge sort of subset of Thunder or NBA fans that are critical of Russell Westbrook, who feel that he hogs the ball, hogs the plays, hogs everything else. They'll see things run through PG for a while. And then I think that segment of the fan base just might get amplified.
I don't know. I just look. They're not better without him, right? That's.
I know that.
No, I know, but I don't think they're gonna perform at some level. We're gonna be like, see, this is. It's like I remember when John Wall was out last year. There's like. For a couple of weeks there, they were playing well, and then everyone got quiet when they started losing
but all
again.
the NBA people were like, of course they're better with John Wall, but there was a big segment of the fan base that sort of pushed that, and it becomes a...
What do they call them, the know-nothings? They don't matter.
Oh, boy.